Hey everybody, it's Margaret with Texas Gal Treasures, and I am bringing you a ride-along and haul video from this past Saturday morning. I'm in the Houston area. We had a horrible storm Friday night, and when I say horrible, I mean the wind, the lightning, I mean literally trees downed. I mean, it was like a hurricane, but shorter. Flooding, it was just nuts. So um, it was kind of a hairy night. All the boys piled up in the room with mommy and daddy. But anyway, I thought, okay, Saturday morning cleared up. And I thought, well, my husband had told me he had seen a community garage sale sign up. And so I thought, oh, I'll go check it out. And then I saw on my garage sale app that there was a church garage sale going on, which was going to be indoors. So I went out and checked those out, and I have my haul video. I'll post it at the end of this because I want to do a teeny ride along. I'm not so good at doing ride alongs. You'll see. Maybe I'll learn, but I'm not very good at it. The bouncy camera and all of that. But if I look pretty tired, I am. I am tired. I'm trying to keep my spirits up. Yeah, so we had that really rough night, and then yesterday, and then that night of the bad storm was one of my boys' school, like they had a family fun night, and then the next day went to the garage sales, and then boom, my other son's school had their big school carnival, so it was just candy, snow cones, just gobs and gobs of sweets and pizza and whatnot, and then my husband's like, okay, bye, see you later. He rides the MS-150, which is a 150-kilometer ride from Houston to Austin, benefiting MS. So he was supposed to be gone completely the whole weekend because it takes 2 days. But the first day was canceled because of all the horrible weather the night before. And so he left, right after we got back from the carnival. So I've had two boys high on sugar, full energy. So I'm a little tired. Finally convinced them to go take a nap. And I thought, all right, I'm going to take this opportunity to do a quick haul video and try to put everything together for you. But yeah, I've missed doing the videos. It's been a couple days. It hasn't been that long, but I don't know. It always puts me in good spirits to talk to myself. So, okay, I'm going to show you the ride along, and then I'll show you the haul. But it was a really good haul. Stay tuned. Hey everybody, it's early on Saturday morning. We had a really bad thunderstorm last night. Really bad. I mean, branches everywhere, and a friend of mine's trampoline ended up in her next door neighbor's backyard. So I'm looking a little tired this morning, but that's okay. We're going out. I don't know that there'll really be much because it was a really bad thunderstorm last night. So, but I do know there's a church garage sale, and that's indoors. That's going to be at 8. So I'm going to head around that way and coffee first. All right. So there's some garage sale signs up, but there's no garage sales. I hate that when you're following them and then there's no garage sale. So I think it's because of the storm last night. So here's what I expect to be playing out in the homes of the people who put their garage sale signs up but are not open. Darlene, get on up out of that bed. We're having that garage sale. Come on. Oh, honey, you know nobody's coming to that garage sale today. Not with all that rain last night. Darlene, what'd I say? Get on up. We're having that garage sale. I didn't go around putting up all them signs last night just so we could have no garage sale. Oh, now, honey, you never mind about that garage sale. You just come on back to bed. Well, all right. Okay, so let's do this whole thing. So I spent at the church just over, no, it was almost exactly $31. Maybe a couple, like $31.25. So here's how I'm going to do this. I'm going to go through the things that I'm going to send into Amazon FBA first, and then I'll go through the rest, like what I'm going to put in my Etsy eBay store and what's going to the Antiques Mall. So, all right, let me get right to it. So first, there's this Hot Wheels stunt charger that I picked up. And the box is kind of a little yucky, so I might clean it up. And I can't sell it like brand new, but I can, put it used like new and just say, still in this, sealed in the box. And because of that, I can also take a picture and tag the picture onto my listing. So yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to list that at probably $15 on, gosh, my brain just went on Amazon. So that's that one. And then these two things I picked up, because at the church garage sale, it was really hard to figure out prices. So most of the items ended up averaging out to be about 43 cents when I averaged everything out. So like the Hot Wheels, these 43 cents. But they didn't, this was a couple bucks on Amazon. This was the same thing, maybe $2 or $3. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm having a garage sale in a few weeks, and I'm going to put this with my garage sale stuff and just stick $1 on it or something. And oh well, sometimes you get winners and sometimes you get winners. And then these, they're from the Texas Rangers baseball team. They're little glass ornaments. And let me look at my cheat sheet down here. So these ones I'm going to sell for $10 each. And there's not a listing on Amazon for them, so I'm thinking about creating one. I haven't created a listing on Amazon yet, so these might be my first. So anyway, $10 a pop on those. And again, like everything pretty much averaged out to 43 cents each. I'll let you know if it didn't. And then so I picked up these two, Day Runner, and they are going for $20 each on Amazon. But here's the bummer. So this one's perfect. And then so I picked them up both up like this. They looked great. And then when I was pulling them out, look, this one's all yucky on top. So this one I'm not going to send it into Amazon, but still that's $20 for one. This one will probably go to my garage sale. I'll put $1 or something on it. I don't know. Maybe I'll check. See, but who's going to buy that? Like, it's all yucky and stuck together kind of, and really hard. I don't know what that is. So yeah, probably going in my garage sale pile. And then this is the Ninja cookie cutters. I know it says $1 on there, but I just averaged, so I'm still counting this as 43 cents because I just took all this stuff, except for some books that I got and some banks, and averaged it out for everything. So 43 cents. This is going to go to Amazon. And these ones, let me do this better. Let me get my cheat sheet next to me. You can't see it. It's on my screen, and you can't see it. Gosh, I need sleep, y'all. Okay. Daddy's coming home tonight, Margaret. It's okay. Get some sleep. I'm going to totally edit this. Here you go. All right, so Ninja Bread Man. Those are going to Amazon, and I'm going to put $10 on them. So 43 cents, $10, Amazon, pretty good. And then this, I got 3 Dr. Seuss kits. So this is a marionette kit for Dr. Seuss. And this one I'm sending to Amazon. I'm going to put $25 on it. Same thing here, another Dr. Seuss. Thing 1 and thing 2, clay. And these are brand, like, never been opened kind of deal. See, this one, the box is not totally perfect, so I don't know. But anyway, so this one, $25. Seriously, $25. All right, I'm not going to argue with it. But then this one is a piece de la resistance. It's another Dr. Seuss kit, but this is a scrapbook kit. And I could not find any of them. They were not on eBay, Etsy, Amazon. I found one on eBay India, and it's going for approximately $53 US. So I'm going to send this into Amazon. The listing thing is there, but there's like 0 available, none available. So I can send it in, and I'm going to put probably $50+ on it because there is none available. Right? I can just search the regular web, to see, does, Kohl's or Hobby Lobby or something like that. I haven't. Nope, can't find it. And then here's another one. Perfect little, I can't do this. Itty bitty Hallmark Disney Cinderella. Her tag is a little bit messed up right there, but otherwise she's just perfect condition. And she, again, am I even in a shot? There we go. Again, she is going for $25 on Amazon. Go figure. I'm a pretty, pretty princess. You guys know me. Okay, if you watch me, you know me. I am slow today. It's slow. Okay, so that is pretty much it for the Amazon stuff. So next is are things that I'm going to put either in my Etsy and eBay shop or on in my antique booth. So this is going to the antique booth. Again, everything so far is 43 cents averaged out. And it's a horse. It's like really hard plastic, but I just thought it was unusual looking at it. I don't know. So I'll probably put maybe $8 on this in my antique booth. And then this, it looks pretty grody, but I think I can clean that up. And it's Swedish. It's Swedish. I'm not even going to try to read it, but it says Sweden on it. So I think it's sterling silver gold plate, little cake knife. And I think I was doing $30, $35 for this. So not bad. And then I have a whole set here. They're vintage Winnie the Pooh wall art. They're like that cardboard pressed board, but they're in really nice condition. The lady at the church, one of the ladies that was checking me out, was sentimental. She's like, oh, those were in my girls' nursery. So she took really, really good care of them. And they're just, you hang them. There's a little hole. And then there's a Tigger. Tigger, Eeyore. Look, Eeyore looks happy in that one. That's how I feel today. Eeyore, Eeyore. This is how I usually feel. Boing, boing, boing. But, you win some, you lose some. And Pooh's like, honey, I need honey. I'm like that too. And then Piglet is like, hey guys, let's go play. Ooh, yeah. So they are going in my Etsy, eBay, and I'm going to put $40 on that lot. I saw a set of 3 up for like $25, but I think it's more awesome to have all 4. And these are in really, really nice shape. Okay, next. Kitty. Actually, I think I'm sending this one to FBA too because it's in really nice shape, and I think they've got it for. Yeah, so this one's going to go to FBA for $15. I'll just poly bag it, and it doesn't smell funky. It looks perfect, beautiful, still tagged, sealed up, looks nice. Meow, meow. Looks kind of like Leia. I don't know if you have seen my cat Leia. Leia. We'll see if I can get her around here. Leia's my pretty, pretty princess kitty, and she's a little calico tortoise kitty. So yeah, that one's going in, and then I've got another plush. See, people say plush does really well. I have not. I have plush, and maybe I just have the wrong kind or something, or maybe my prices are crazy. But I haven't done super great with plush, but I've sold a few, I guess. So elephant, people like elephants. This one's an Asian elephant, little ears, little ears. So this one I'm going to put on my eBay Etsy shop for $20. I think it'll do well. It's really cute, like that, And then this one, Campbell's tomato soup mug, is a ceramic. I've seen some plastic ones. I just never pick up the plastic ones. I don't know. But I think I'm going to put this in my my antique booth for about $5. I'll put $5 on it, and because I could put it in my eBay shop for $5, but the profit after fees and all of that, it's just almost not worth it. So that's going there. And then this is a metal skateboard. It was just all kinds of stuff. I think you probably saw if I put the clips in there. I tried to show you what it was like at the church garage sale, rummage sale, whatever. Anyway, this is a metal skateboard art. And this guy, I'm looking on my cheat sheet over here, $20. So this guy is going to be $20 on my Etsy shop. If this is your first time watching me, I'm so sorry because you are not getting a stellar performance. Bzz, bzz. So then this little bee teddy bear thing. I thought I'm going to go with it because people love bees. They collect bears, little bee bear plush. And again, I have him $10 on this one. So yeah, I'm going to list this one for $10 on my Etsy, eBay. I think I'll get it. You know, and most of my prices that I tell you include the shipping because I do free shipping. It's pretty cute though. Buzz, buzz. Yeah, I'm not going to sing. We're not going to do that today. And again, this one says $1, but I averaged this out with the rest of them. It's a, obviously, it's a frame. It's perfect for, you know who this would be perfect for? Angie Martin. She's my garden resale buddy. She likes to garden just like I do. So anyway, this one's going to go in my antique booth. But yeah, it kind of reminds me of Angie with the beehive and all the garden stuff. So that's cute. I'll probably put like a white piece of paper in there to pretty it up so it doesn't look so yucky. And then these two, these ones were 75 cents. I kept the price on them. It's a bank. There's two. There we go. His and hers, Basset Hound banks. Right? And so I was going to list them for $25 a piece. They're so cool. I wonder if I should bundle them. But who's going to want two banks? But then they are his and hers. Right? They're like, hey, you're my wife. Hey, you're my husband. I don't know. Have you guys seen Best in Show? It's so good. It's one of the Christopher Guest ones, you know, like Spinal Tap, that whole crew. But anyway, they're the one that he, oh gosh, what's his name? Oh, Christopher Guest, yeah. He's got the Basset Hound, and he's, you know, making his dog talk and things. Anyway, he's the best. Good voices. He's good at doing that. Down in Louisiana, where the, yeah, anyway, biscuits and gravy. So 25 a piece on those. I'm so sorry, you guys. Okay. And then next, I've got some, you're thinking, what? Why? Plastic toys. But these are Imperial vintage. There's three of the giraffes. I'm going to lump them together. But I don't know if you can see. It says in there, Imperial, made in Hong Kong. These ones are 1985. But those can bring some pretty nice money, even if they're kind of played with and messed up and all of that. So I'm going to lot these three giraffes together for $30. And I think I'll get it. I didn't see any, well, maybe I saw one giraffe out there, but mostly it's not giraffes. And then there's another Imperial, and this one's much older, well, not much, but 75. And this is an Imperial horse. And so this one by itself, what did I say I was going to put on it? I am going to put some money on this, and it's going to do really well. You know why? Because I said so. All right, so $15 on this one. Yes, I know, for a plastic horse. But, you know, like I said, it's Imperial, 1975. And they had, I mean, at the church rummage sale, they had this huge box full of just like plastic, like I threw all the plastic toys. All the families that donated, all the plastic toys went in, or animals or whatever. And then I've got a camel. This one's not Imperial, but it says just says Italy on the bottom. And I think I put $10 on this. 15. You know, so it might be what they call long tail, but why not? You know, doesn't hurt. Now, for some of the better, these ones were all 50 cents. The books were 50 cents, and so 1956 Baseball Almanac. And I'm doing these on eBay. I'm not going to send these in to FBA. I don't want to, not these. And then this is another vintage sports type book, Fielder's Choice. And then another one, Clutch Hitter. And I guess somebody was a baseball fan. So the kid who batted 1,000. Well, you got to see her on the back. I guess she's looking at this dude. Or she's looking at the rooster. I don't know. You thought I was going to say the other word. But no, I'm a nice girl. Here's why. Science and sports. Pretty cool. Let's see. Batting and bunting. And then this one, it's really kind of yucky, but I thought it was cool. How to star in baseball. It's just that easy. Read my book. And you too can be a baseball star. But, okay, so all of those were 50 cents. But the piece de la resistance of this, I went by the books. I actually did the books last. So I saw a box of books, and this is the part that's showing. It's a whole big box full of books like that, and I'm thinking, it's probably the, Hardy Boys or Nancy Drews, and, I find those all the time. So I didn't really pay attention, but then when I went back to look at the books, I pulled one out, and I see this. Tom Swift and the Sonic Boom Trap. So it's a whole box full of Tom Swift books. Tom Swift and the Sonic Boom Trap. Tom Swift and his Aquatomic Tracker. Look at that. Look at that. Tom Swift and the Visitor from Planet X. I mean, they're all just like that. I mean, so they're just amazing, futuristic, like 50s, 60s, like what they think the future, space, time travel, all kinds of craziness is going to be Tom Swift and his space Solartron. So they all have titles like that. Where's that one? Did I show you? Have these like flying things. Look at these. Look at these little red things flying around. Come on. The artist that did these just had to have the best of times coming up with the pictures, I'm tempted. Maybe I should read one. Maybe I should find a passage to read to you. Anyway, 50 cents a piece on all of those, and there was 28 of the Tom Swift books, and they range in price when I'm going to sell them for between $15 and one of them was up to $80 because of the scarcity. So that was a really great, great haul. Let's just read the last line. That's what we like to do sometimes when we're not sure if we want to finish the book. That's the idea, Chow, Tom chuckled, and Bud added, dare you to make a roast beef dinner with our skipper's Solartron. You know what? I'm going to read back a little further. As the Challenger proceeded on its way to the outpost, Bud turned to his friend. Well, Tom, when do we plant that colony on the moon? Tom laughed. As soon as we can get it ready. I have a lot of experiments and projects lined up to tackle. So, with everybody pitching in, I'm sure we can establish the first settlement on the moon very soon. Yahoo! Chow cheered. Just imagine living on the first little old moon town. That's the idea, Chow, Tom chuckled, and Bud added, dare you to make a roast beef dinner with our skipper Solartron. The end. All right, so I spent just over $31 at the church garage sale, and my estimated profits are looking like $1,232. But that's not like taking out shipping and fees and stuff. So even if I, take a third of that off for shipping fees and whatnot, that still looks like about an $800 profit when everything gets sold and everything. So fingers crossed. That's, that would be a really awesome profit to turn there. So I don't know. Some people don't think you should count your chickens before they're hatched, but that's kind of the fun part, trying to figure out what everything's going to go for and how much profit you might make. I like it. Anyway, so hey, thanks for following along. Really, the support that I've gotten over the last week with the things that have been going on personally, medically, whatnot, has really meant a lot to me. Is like I said, I can be pretty silly, but it does. It means a lot to have the support of people that hardly know me. Well, you know me, but yeah, it really does. It means a lot. And I will find out more results of the tests that I had run this week. I should find out, before the end of the week. So I was thinking of doing some kind of like reveal. I was thinking, how they do those gender reveal parties. I thought I would do like a cancer reveal party. Maybe a balloon in a box, and like the balloon will open. It'll be like a happy face and all's clear, or a I don't know, a black balloon for anyway, I don't know. We'll do something silly because honestly, what's the worst could happen? Yeah. Well, let's tackle that when it happens anyway. So yeah, again, thanks for watching. It means a lot. And like, subscribe, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. And if you have any questions for me. And follow me on Facebook at Texas Gal Treasures. And be sure to go out and enjoy yourselves. I know I am. Bye.